Plaintiff Donald McClellan says 3 years ago, his daughter told him she was engaged to the defendant. Donald claims the first time they met, the defendant seemed like a nice guy. But the next time they met, he noticed that the defendant drank like a fish. Donald is suing the defendant because he agreed to buy Donald's boat and never paid it off. Defendant Mark Sponmacher says Donald has done nothing but harass him and his wife, and he even posted defamatory remarks about his wife on the internet. Mark admits that he stopped paying on Donald's boat, but insists it was because he worked off the debt.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I'm a little confused. My daughter, about 3 years ago, she called up and she said she wants to introduce me to her fiance. My daughter is Noelle, the defendant's girlfriend, wife, shack job. I have no idea.
Shack job.
Well, she shacked up with the man.
Oh, okay. Shacking up with him.
I don't know what else to call it.
Okay.
She called up about 3 years ago and she wanted to introduce me to her fiance.
Right.
Fiance? What happened to the husband?
Oh, she was already married.
Yes, sir. Had 2 real pretty girls. And I said, what happened to your husband? And she said, he got a divorce. I said, what about the grandkids? She said, he got custody of them. Well, it tells me she's an unfit mother.
Who told you that?
In my mind, she's an unfit mother if the children were awarded custody to the father. Well, I agreed, and she brought him up, and she introduced me to Mark Spanmacher. Really nice guy for the first time. Next time they came up was a couple weeks later. Totally different person. Drank like a fish. My fishing party didn't drink as much as he drank in one weekend.
Give me some examples.
Well, he bought a hot tub. He goes to sleep in the hot tub. And I said to my daughter, I said, well, don't you wake him up? I said, he could drown like that. She said, no, he drinks enough to pass out and he goes to sleep.
In the hot tub?
In the hot tub, yeah.
Passes out in the hot tub.
So he ain't going to float that far. But anyways, and then a couple weeks after that, I had mentioned to him that I wanted to seal coat my driveway. Well, he does asphalting and he knows supposed to know all about seal coating. So he comes up to seal coat my driveway and he drank 2 20-packs of beer and 2 12-packs to boot.
Over the course of a week?
36 hours.
How many?
Your Honor, there was so many beer bottles left over, I was embarrassed to put them out for the recycle. It took me 2 weeks to do it. Anyways, after that, he came up and we got talking, and he liked to fish, and I like to fish too. And we've got a real good river with a lot of fish in the area. I took him out fishing, and he had, I don't know, I think it was a 12-pack. And the next time he came up, which was a couple weeks later, I had told him that I sold the boat. He said, sold the boat? He said, well, I'd buy it.
All right, let me get to him and allow him to speak on the friendship, relationship.
If you could find out if they're married, she says they're married.
All right, let's start with asking him. Sir, are you married?
Yes, I am married. She's been divorced for quite a while. I married her about a year ago.
How long has she been divorced?
Since 2005.
Since 2005, sir?
That's news to me.
No, Dad, it sure isn't.
You say she called and told you 3 years ago.
Yes, sir. And she's called and told me a million lies after that.
All right, sir. Now, he says you drink like a fish while going fishing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you tell me.
First of all, I don't know if I'm going to get getting conned or cheated here. This deal we had was between me and him. He's been emailing the kids and posting things on MySpace about my wife being an unfit mother. He sold that boat to somebody that put a $1,000 deposit down on it. The guy came back, didn't want the boat. he didn't give him his money.
Okay.
That's when he told me to buy the boat.
Let me stop you and allow him to tell me about the sale of the boat. Go ahead, sir. Tell me about the sale of the...
We were sitting out on the front porch, myself, Mark, and Noel, and my wife. And I asked him, I says, I told him
It's incorrect. It was just me and him.
Go ahead.
I told him, I says, I sold the boat for $5,100. And he says, well, I'd have bought it.
What happened ultimately? You agreed to sell him the boat?
Yes, sir.
For
We
how
agreed
much?
on a price.
How much?
He set the payments.
How much was the price?
$4,000. They set the payments at $300 a month.
All right. And that was when?
June of 08.
All right. When did they stop paying?
They made 3 payments.
Tell me the months they failed to pay. Sir, you tell me about the boat.
He asked me if I wanted to buy the boat off him. I asked him how much. I didn't really want a boat. I didn't go up there with the intent to...
Did you agree to buy it?
Yes, I did.
How much did you agree to pay?
$4,000.
And what were the terms of payment?
I asked him how much I had to give him down. And
Did you give him anything down?
Yes, I did.
How much?
I gave him $500.
So the remaining balance was $3,500.
That's correct.
What was the agreement on repayment of that?
As far as I asked him what an agreement plan would be, he's how long would I have to pay it? He said, as long as it takes. There's no problem on
Have
that.
you paid him anything since then?
$500 down payment. A month later, I paid $300. A month later, I paid $200. I went into my layoff season at work, which he knows I get
Total
laid off.
amount you've paid is...
Then, because he started harassing my wife and my children, my boys, on emails and stuff like that, I had my wife mail him a check for $1,000.
You have a copy of that?
No, I don't have it with me.
Sir, how much has he paid you in total?
He's paid $2,000, Your Honor.
And that's what you agreed to as well?
$2,000 cash.
So why don't you agree you should pay the remaining balance today?
Because I went up and seal coated his driveway.
Was that part of the agreement?
I told him, this was another agreement going on here. I said, it's going to cost $330 to seal coat the driveway.
Did he agree to wipe out any of the $2,000 in exchange for you fixing his driveway?
Yes, he did.
How much did he agree to wipe out?
I told him the job would have been $660.
How much did he agree to wipe out?
He said we'd take that off the boat.
So that means you owe approximately $1,400.
Yeah, $1,340.
$1,340 is what you believe you owe. Sir?
No, sir.
Did he fix your driveway?
No.
He never fixed your driveway?
He painted the driveway.
That's fixing it, sir.
Your
How
Honor.
much did you pay him, sir, for that?
I paid him $100, and the 2 boys that he had helping him, I paid them $40 apiece. Well, he said he
200
paid
miles away, too.
$55 for the barrel of seal coat, and I gave him $100.
All right, so he did it for $50.
45, yes, sir.
Why would he do that for that little amount?
Because he wanted to show me that he could do it.
No, either he would show you he could do it for free. That's if you just want to show somebody you can do something, you do it for free.
He did,
if you're
Your
going to
Honor.
charge them for something, you do it at market price. If you don't want to do it at market price, there's a reason.
He did,
did
Your
you a
Honor.
favor for a reason. I'm waiting to hear that reason.
He did say it wouldn't cost me anything except for the cost of the seal coat.
But you paid him more,
Yes, sir.
$50 more.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose just 50?
I don't know. I
don't believe you, sir. $1,340 is the balance. I believe it sounds more reasonable that what he says is true. He agreed, and so did you, to knock some of the debt that he owed you off the books if he would seal your entire driveway. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,340. Have a good day.
Dad, your grandson would like to see you. He is very old. And Barb, I love you. This was not between us. This was between Dad and Mark. And it's a shame that this got blown out like this when it's between these two. Should have taken care of it. And your grandson really misses you a lot.
What I got to say to you is, you know how you disowned your mother and call her by her first name? You are totally disowned in my heart.
That's fine, Dad. Nevertheless, I still love you and I always will.